2023. So this paper, we're going to split it to like 2-3 parts. So the first part, we handle the first few questions. And without much ado, let's begin. Now we have a diagram given to us. We have 42 here and go 42 here. And these are isosceles. You can see this way is equal to this way, right? So which means their base angle will be same. So I just name here y, since they're same. So I have 2y plus 42. So it said the diagram shows an isosceles triangle with a base extended. Find the value of x. So we can simply say 2y because the base angles are same. This angle are same. We say 2y plus 42 equal to 180, equal to 180. So first and foremost, we say why? Why did we say this? Because sum of angles in a triangle equal to 180. Now, what are the angles in this triangle? We have angle 42, angle y, angle y. You can use any letter. I just choose to use y. You can call it y. If here is y, here is also y because they say it's an isosceles. So if here this whole line is same as this whole line, it means the base angle here will be equal to this base angle. So if I call here 20, here will be 20. If I call here y, here will be y. So y plus y is 2y plus 42 equal to 180. So that's the first step. The next step is to say 2y equals to 180 minus 42. 2y equal to 180 minus 42. 180 minus 42. So that gives us 138, right? That gives us 138. So we simply say 2y equals to 138, equal to 138. So y will be what? You divide the 138 by 2. You divide 138 by 2. Right? So our y will be equal to 138 divided by 2. Remember, they say find the value of x. Don't just do 138 divided by 2 and say, oh, that's my answer. No, that's not going to be your answer. 138 divided by 2, what do we get? 138 divided by 2, we get what? We get 69. So the value of this angle is 69. The value of this angle is 69, meaning this angle is 69 degrees. So if here is 69 degrees, and here is also 69 degrees, so how do you find x? Remember, this is angle on a straight line. This is angle on a straight line. This is angle on a straight line. So y plus s equals to 180. Y, angle on a straight line. So you say x plus y equal to 180 also. Another rule, equal to 180. So you already know the value of y. We've already calculated the value of y. So we simply say x plus 69 equal to 180. X plus 69 equal to 180. So x plus 69 equal to 180. So if we subtract 69 from 180, we get the value of x. X will be 111, right? X will be equal to 111. So that's the answer for x. That's the answer for x. That's what they want you to find. They say find the value of x. So you just say 111 degree. S equal to 111 degree. Because it's an angle, so you put this small degree. So you can get your 3 marks. So there are 3 steps. First, be able to know what to do here and find the value of y, this angle inside. And then you can now say the angle inside here plus this big X equal to 180 because they are angle on a straight line. And angle in a straight line, sum of angle on a straight line equal to sum of angle on a straight line equal to the sum of angle on a straight line equals to 180. So once you do that, you get this value. Now let's move to the next question. The next question says that the diagram shows 3 lines meeting at a point. The ratio A to B to C is ratio 3 to 4 to 5. Okay, ratio 3 to 4 to 5. So A to B to C. So it's a find the value of C. Now what you should know is that the angle at a point, this angle at a point, sum of angle at a point is 360. Sum of the angle is equal to 360. So we go to take any ratio, any angle you want to look for. Say find the value of C. So we're considering C. So first of all, we add the ratios together. We add the ratios together. 3 plus 4, 7. 7 plus 5, 12, right? So we have 12. So C will be, is the last one, so it represents ratio 5. So they are arranged accordingly. B will represent ratio 4, and A will represent ratio 3. So C is ratio 5, if you're calculating for C. So you say 5 over 12, the sum of the ratio is 12. So you say 5 over 12 multiplied by 360. Multiplied by 360, which is the sum of angle at a point. Sum of angle at a point. So 12 here, you get 1. 12 going to 36, you get 3, 0. So 360 divided by 12, you get 30. 30 times 5, we get angle 150. We get angle 150. So we get 150 degree, right? So that's the value of angle C. This angle. The value is 150. You can see it's an obtuse angle. So it tells you you are right. If you are getting like 80 something, you know you were wrong because the angle is obtuse. The angle is obtuse. So we get C to be 150 and we get our 3 marks. So this is how we manage. And don't forget to always put your small degree because you lose 1 mark or half mark if you don't put the degree. Is that okay? You lose 1 mark or you lose a half mark if you don't put the degree. Now let's go to the next question. The next question says a regular pentagon has an exterior angle D. A regular hexagon has an interior angle H. Find the fraction D over H. Give your answer to the simplest form. Give your answer to the simplest form. Okay, let's take the question again. Okay, it says a regular pentagon has exterior angle D. So what's the sum of angles in the sum of exterior angle? It says a regular pentagon has an exterior angle D. What's the sum of angle of exterior? Sum of exterior equals to 360 over n. Exterior sum equals to 360 over n. 360 over n. Now since it's pentagon, n will be equal to 5. Since it's pentagon, n will equal to 5. It's 360 over 5 now. So I write over n first. So in this case, we say 360 over 5. What do we get? 360 divided by 5. What do we get for the exterior angle? We get exterior angle, we get 72. So for the exterior angle, we get 72, which is D. Remember, they use the letter D, right? They use letter D for exterior angle. So we say angle D, which is the exterior angle, equal to 72 degree. Equal to 72 degree, right? Equal to 72 degree. So we get the exterior angle. Now you say a regular hexagon has interior angle angle H. Okay, now we're going to find the angle of the hexagon. So what's the sum of hexagon? The sum of hexagon. Hexagon has 6 sides. Hexagon has 6 sides. So you remember the formula n minus 2 bracket 180 for sum, right? N minus 2 bracket 180. So let's find the sum of a 6-sided polygon. So we say 6 minus 2 becomes 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180, what do we get? 4 times 180, what do we get? We get the sum of the angle first before we find the each interior angle. So this gives us 720, right? We get 720 as the sum of the hexagon, angle of a hexagon. For pentagon, it's 540. Okay, for hexagon, we get 740. Now, since it's sum of interior angle and is hexagon, we divide by 6. This number, 720, divide by 6 sides, we get each one because they are equal. Why are they equal? Because once they say regular hexagon means each angle of the hexagon is equal. You know hexagon, right? You know the shape of a hexagon. Something like this. Like this. Like this. Hexagon. And then like this. So it has 6 angles. One, and they are all equal. Because once they say regular, it means all the angles are equal. All the angles are equal. That's why they call it regular hexagon. That's why they call it a regular hexagon. So these angles are all equal, okay, and they are 6. So since they are 6, we want to find for one angle, which is h, for one angle which is h, you say 720 divided by 6. 720 divided by 6, what do we get? 720 divided by 6, what do we get? We get 120. We get 120 for each angle. So for each angle is 120 degree. 120. So meaning this angle here is 120. This angle here is 120 degree. This angle here is 120 degree. This angle is 120. This angle is 100. So they are all 120 degree. Each angle is 120 degree. Now, if that is so, the question says find the fraction d over h. So to find d over h, we put the value of our d over the value of our h. And then probably, if we like, we reduce to the lowest term. Okay, d over h. So our d value was 72. Remember that. You get 72 over our h value was 120. Our h value is 120. This one. Okay, h is equal to 120. The interior angle of the regular hexagon. So it's 120. Each interior angle is 120. So you say 172 divided by 120. So we're going to look for a number, a unique number that can simplify this, that can go into this. 12 can go into both of them. 72 divided by 12. 72 divided by 12. We get 6. We get 6, right? That will give us 6. 72 divided by 12, we get 6. And 120 divided by 12, we get 10. We get 6 over 10. So we can still reduce 6 over 10. 2 go into 6, we get 3. We get 3. And 2 go into 5. And 2 go into 10, we get 5. So our answer, our simplest fraction, will be 3 over 5 as our answer. 3 over 5 as our answer. Okay, so this is what we're supposed to get. In this question, you get 4 marks. Why you get 4 marks? Because they first of all expect you to get the exterior angle, which is D, which is 72. The second of all, they expect you to get, this is 1 mark. This is how they mark. You get 1 mark here. And then you get the interior angle, you get another 1 mark. And then you put it in fraction, you get another mark. And you're able to simplify the fraction, you get another 1 mark. Everything equal to 4 marks. Okay, now we move on to the next question, question D. Okay, they've given us how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides and 4 angles. So show that PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. Show that PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. For a cyclic quadrilateral, the opposite sides will be supplementary. Opposite sides will be supplementary, right? First of all, let's find the value of each angle. We find x first. Once we find x, we'll be able to determine each angle. And once we're able to determine each angle, and then we'll be able to tell if they are cyclic quadrilateral. For cyclic quadrilateral, this angle and this one we add up to 180. If it's a cyclic quadrilateral, this angle plus this angle, because they are opposite. This angle and this angle we add up to 180, and this angle we also add up to 180 if it's a cyclic quadrilateral. So to prove that it's a cyclic quadrilateral, first we have to find the value of x. We have to find the value of x. So to find the value of x is to add everything together and equate it to 360. Okay? Add everything together and equate it to 360. Right? So we say x, we start with the first one, x plus the next one, x plus 20. You can choose to go this way or go this way, it doesn't matter. The next one, x plus 20. X plus 20. Okay? Then plus 3x minus 40 plus 3x minus 40. Then plus 2x minus 5 plus 2x minus 5 equal to 360. equal to 360. So let's quickly take a look at this. So we add all the x together. Let's add all the x together. X plus x, that's 2x, plus 3x, that's 5x, plus another 2x, we get 7x. So we write 7x, plus we add the numbers together. 20 minus 40, that's negative 20. Negative 5, that's negative 25, right? 20 minus 40, negative 20. Negative 20, negative 5, that's negative 25. So minus 25 equals to 360. Equal to 360. Now the next step is to move the 25 to the right to join the 360. So if I bring 25 there, I have 7x on the left equal to 360 plus 25, we get 385, right? 385. If you go and add it, so we just jump the step quickly. Because you bring this one to the right, you add it to this place, become plus when it comes to the right. So you get 385. So the next step is to divide both sides by 7. Now divide 385 divided by 7. The 385 divided by 7, let's see what the value of x will be. So the value of x will equal to 55. So the value of our x will be equal to 55. So x is 55. Now we found the value of x. Okay, that does not mean we found the answer, because they say we should show that it's a quadrilateral. It's a cyclic quadrilateral. So now you found the value of x, which means this place is 55 degree. This place is 55 degree. And this place will be 55 multiplied by 3. 55 multiplied by 3. What do we get? There, we subtract 40 from it. Minus 40. 55 multiplied by 3, we get 165, right? Minus 40, we get 125, right? We get 125. So here is 125. This angle is 125. 125. 125. The angle here, degree, is 125. Now to know whether it's a cyclic quadrilateral, this and this must be supplementary. Meaning you add this and this together, 125 and 55, add it up. If it's 180, then it's supplementary. Equal to 180. So, remember I say for something to be cyclic quadrilateral, it means the opposite angles are supplementary. Opposite angles are supplementary. The meaning of supplementary means, in mathematics, it means you add the two opposite angles together. You add them together, they will add up to 180. That's the meaning of supplementary. And that is the rule for cyclic quadrilateral. For a cyclic quadrilateral to occur, the opposite angles in each side will add up to 180, will be supplementary. Okay? Similarly, same with this one. If you do the same, they will add up to 180. But to save time, I think we can move on to the next question, because we've conquered this question, right? So you can finish it up, okay? Do for this 2 times 55, you get 110. 110 minus 5, you get 105. This one is 105, okay? And then this one, x plus 20. That's 55 plus 20, you get 75. So the value of this 75 plus 105, obviously you get 180. So you can see that the opposite sides are supplementary. You get 5 marks for being able to do this. You get 5 marks for being able to do this, and it's kind of easy, okay? Now we move to the next question, question 1E. Now they've given us sort of a circle. They've given us the radius is 9 centimeter. The radius is what? 9 centimeter. They've given us the radius to be 9 centimeter. And they've given us the angle, okay, between the two radius to be 50. Okay, they've given us a major arc and a broken line as a minor arc. Now the diagram shows a circle of radius 9 centimeters center. O, the minor sector AOB. The minor sector is this one, AOB. This sector. The minor sector AOB with sector angle 50 is removed from the circle. Okay, this one is cut out. This minor sector is cut out. Okay, now calculate the length of the major arc AB. So we're going to find this length, the length of this major arc. We're going to find this length of the major arc. Now to find the major arc is easy. Arc length, we already know the formula, theta over 360 times 2 pi r. We already know the formula for calculating that. But the angle, we must find this angle, this one, not the angle 50, because we are looking for major arc. We have to get the major angle. If you are going to calculate major arc, you have to get the major angle. So to get major angle, remember the whole angle of a circle is 360. So we're going to say 360 minus 50. That will give us 310. That will give us 310 minus 50. We get our major major angle to be our. We can call it theta if we like. We can call it theta to be 310. This is the major angle. You cannot find major arc without calculating the major angle. Don't use 50. If you use 50, meaning you're only calculating this minor arc. You think, oh, I solved it correct. I don't know why I failed it. Because you actually calculate the minor arc AB. They are asking you to calculate AB in this direction. You are asked to calculate AB in this direction, which is the major arc. Now, to get the major arc, then we have to get the major angle. We have to get the major angle. Now we know the major angle, so we can write arc length. Now let's write the formula arc length. We say arc length for the major or major arc length. Okay, even if I don't put major, that's what they ask us to find. The arc length equals to the theta, the angle 360, and theta over 360 times 2 pi r. It's because it's a fraction of the circumference. Why we say times 2 pi r? Because it's just a fraction of the circumference. Remember, the circumference is 2 pi r. So because it's just a part of it, we find a fraction of the circumference. The whole thing is a circumference. So when you take this angle over the total angle, you're finding the length that this angle covers, as much as the angle covers. So we put our values here. Let's put our values into this formula. Our angle is 310. So we say 310 over 360. 310 over 360 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi. Pi is 3.14 multiplied by 2 multiplied by pi, which is 3.14. Okay, 3.142, or you can just say 3.14. Okay, times the radius, which is 9 times 9 in centimeter times 9. So we key all of this into a calculator. Tell us what we get. 48.7. That's what you got, right? So at this point, always pause the video and do the calculation by yourself. Always pause the video and do the calculation by yourself. 48.7 degree. So you must put degree. 48.7 degree. So to save time, we just go straight to the answer and you get 3 marks. Okay? The marks are spread like this. You being able to get the major angle, you get 1 mark. You get 1 mark. You being able to compute everything in the formula, you get another 1 mark. And you be able to compute the answer correctly. Compute the answer correctly, you get 3 marks. Okay, you get 3 marks. Okay, now let's move on quickly. Can we move on? Yeah. Let's move on quickly. Now we're in question 2. Let's see question 2. Okay, quickly. He said, Annie changes $830 into euro. Okay, we're changing this money conversion. Where Anil changes $820 into euro. $830 into euro. When the exchange rate is €1 equals to $1.16. So you must always write the formula, the exchange rate down. This is euro. 1 euro is equal to $1.16. So we can put the dollar on top. We may not put it here and put euro on top, but it's okay. Now he then changes the remaining money back into dollar at the same rate. Work out how much in dollar and he receives. He spends, okay, we jump. I think we jump. And he changes $830 into euro when the exchange rate was this. Okay? He spends 500 euro. He spends 500 euro. Okay, now let's first of all know how much this 800 something dollar will be in euro. So we write 830 other dollar. Let's see how much it will be other euro first, and know how much you spend and how much remains. Okay, let's say we say this is equal to x. We want to know how much he spends. So if you cross multiply, you get 1.16x, 1.16x, because we are cross multiplying, is equal to 830 times 1 is same thing, 830, equal to 830. So to find what he will get in euro, you make x the subject. Make this x the subject. So you say x equal to 830 divided by 830 divided by 1.16. Let's see how much he gets in euro. He will receive 750.5 euro. So he will get 700. That's not the answer they are asking of. So he will get 715.5 euro, right? 0.5 euro. You put the euro first. This is the money he gets in euro. Okay? Now he spends 500. So you subtract 500. He has spent 500 out of this money. What is left for him? Let's know what is left. He has spent this amount in euro. He has spent 500 euros. So he gets 512, right? Remaining 215.5. Or you can say 0.5, right? This is what is left for him in euro. Now the question is asking, work out how much in dollar and he receives. How much in dollar he receives. Now we recover this one to dollar. So we just multiply by 1.16. To change it to dollar, we multiply by 1.16, the exchange rate to convert to dollar. So if we multiply by 1.16, what do we get? Multiply the dollar by 1.16, what do we get? 249, we get 249.98, which is approximately 250. So he will receive 249.98 dollar. $0.98. You can also say approximately 250, approximately $250. Okay, you can also say that approximately $250, and you get your 3 marks. Okay, so that's for this question. Now let's move to the next one, question 2b. He said in 2021, Anil earns $37,000. Okay, this is what it earns. I think this is an annual earning. So he spends 12,400 on bills in 2021. So we go to subtract. First of all, can you subtract 37 minus 37K? So I'll just say 37K or $37,000. You subtract his bill. He spent 12,400 on bill. Okay, let's see. We subtract that one first in 2021. Calculate the percentage of his earning he spends on bills. We should calculate the percentage he spends on bill, right? The percentage he spends on bills, right? So we will say the bill he spent over the earning times 100 is as easy as that. The bill, what is his bill? His bill is 12,400 because they say we should calculate the percentage he spends on bill. So you write the amount he spends on bill over the total earnings he made. So we want to see how much he spent on his bill. Okay? Over what he made times 100. Times 100. Times 100. Let's see how much he spent on his bill so that he knows how he will manage his money. Okay? How he will manage his money. So what do we get? We get 33.5%. Right? We get 33.5%. That's the percentage. So we can just come here straight and write it here instead of writing it in two places. We get 33.5%. That's what he spent of his earning. He spent this one. We've not talked about tax. Okay, percentage is already written. So no need to write it again. Percentage is already here. No need. We've not talked about tax from this earning, his mortgage, his whatever. So at the end of the day, you see that his money will not be enough. Okay, his earnings of $27,000 increased by 3.2% in 2002. Calculate his earning in 2002. Okay, 3.2% means when he was earning 100%, the amount was $37,000. 100%, the amount was $37,000. $37,000. Now you increase the percentage by 3.2. So you go to add that 3.2 to 100. So we get 103.2. 103.2% will be what? Will be equal to X. Okay? You don't know how much it is. Will be equal to X. Will be equal to X. Okay? Because so we cross multiply. You can change this one to multiplier. Change this one to multiplier. 100% means 100 divided by 100, which is 1. So we can literally say 1 equal to $37,000. Divide this one by 100, you get 1.032. So this one is 1. If you change to multiplier, 1.032 equal to X. So we cross multiply. X times 1, we get X. And then 1.032 times 37,000. 1.032 times 37,000. What do we get? We just go and write. That's how much it ends. We get 38,184. We get 38,184. Okay, so that's how much he will be earning in 2022, because his earning has increased by 3.2%. So his money has gone beyond the. Now let's go to the C part of the question. The C part of question 2. They say Annie invests 3,500 in an account that pays a rate of 2.4 per annum compound interest. Calculate the total interest. The total interest earned at the end of 5 years. So this is a compound interest. You know, for compound interest, we know that the amount is equal to the principal into 1 plus R, which is the rate, raised to power number of years, which is time, number of years. So this is so we bring out what is given to us. The principal is given. We know the principal is given to us, this one. And we know the rate, the arrow is given 2.4. So this arrow is 2.4, right? And N is 5 years. N is 5 years. Now he said we should calculate the total interest. Remember, interest, compound interest, compound interest, to calculate the interest is equal to amount minus principal. So we have to find the amount first. You cannot calculate the interest if you don't know the amount. Although we know the principal to be 3,500, to calculate compound interest, you have to say compound interest is equal to amount minus the principal. So we have to calculate amount using this formula first. We have to calculate amount using this formula. So to do that, we slot everything into this formula by saying A, amount, is equal to the principal, which is 3,500 into 1 plus, okay, this rate, we're going to change it to decimal, we divide it by 100, we put it in decimal, okay, 2.4 divided by 100, you change the rate to decimal, okay, you say 2.4 over 100, what do you get? 2.4 over 100, what do you get? Quickly, so we get 0.024, 0.024, right? We get 0.024. So we're going to write 0.024 in this place. So we write 0.024 in this place, and we raise to the number of years. What's the number of years? 5 years. We have 5 years for the number of years, so we put 5 here. Okay, the next step is to add what is here. If you add them, you get 1.024. 1.024. Okay, if you add what is inside the bracket, you get 1.024. Then you raise it to power 5. Raise this 1.024 to power 5. Then we multiply the answer by the principal. We multiply the answer by the principal, which is 3,500. Okay, so when we raise it, what do we get? We get something. We get 1.1. Okay, we get a number like this. We get a number like this. 1.1 1.125, 1.125, okay, 5899, something like that. 8999907, 8999907. Okay, so you multiply whatever you get here with 35. Multiply this one with 3,500. With 3,500. So we get our amount. So what's your amount? What's our amount? Our amount will be equal to 3,940.65. 3,940.65. Okay, now to calculate the interest, 0.65. Now to calculate the interest, you say compound interest, CI is equals to 3,940 940.65 minus the original principal, which is 3,500, minus 3,500. So once you do that, you get whatever remains, which is around 400 or something, as your interest. So what's the amount? What do you get? 440.665. So you get 440.65. Okay, dollar. This is what you will get and you get your 3 marks. You get your 3 marks. Is that okay? So let's move on to the second part. It says find the number of complete years before Annie has at least 5,000 in his account. The number of complete years, he will get 5,000. Okay, we can use this one when it doubles. We can use the multiplier. If we raise 1.024 to the power of 7, we can try first. 1.024 to the power of 7. Let's see. 1.024 to the power of 7. What do we get? So it has not doubled. Okay, let's try 1.024 to the power of 16. Okay, so this one we can try either 15 or 16 and see if the money will get to like 5,000. To get to 5,000, the amount. So find the number of copies here that Annie will have at least 5,000 as the amount. So in this case, we already know the amount, right? Which is 5,000. So we don't know the years. So you put 5,000 here as the amount. You know the principal, 3,500, right? 3,500. Then you put, this one we just put 1.024. 1.0, we already know the rate is same. Then n we don't know, we put n as unknown, right? We put n as unknown. So what we do, we divide both sides. 5,000 divided by 3,500. Can we do that? 5,000 divided by 3,500. Let's achieve that. 5,000 divided by 3,500. 5,000 divided by 3,500. We'll get some number which is equal to 1.024 raised to the power of n. 1.024 raised to the power of n. So when we divide this, we get 1.4285. Here we get 1.4285. Okay, 7149429. 71. We can stop. Okay, 71429. Equal to this. So Now what we want to find n. You can see this is a exponent. So you find we're going to find raised to power n. We're going to find the n term of this one to get a number. Which number are we going to raise this one to be same as 1.024? Why the number you raise this one to will be equivalent to this one? Okay, which indirectly we can say we're going to find the n term of both sides, right? As in which number, assuming this one, you raise it to a certain number. You raise it to a certain number. 1 point. Wait, just a minute. Okay. You say 1 point. You see this 1.024. We want to make like indices. You want to make both sides same or logarithm. 1.024 raised to power what? Raised to power what will be equivalent to 1.024. 1.024 raised to power n. And we now say, so we want to make the base to be the same. So we must find the number we raise this one to be equivalent to this. Why this one is raised to power n? We want to make the base same. So to do that, you can try. Just now I tried with 7. It was way far from it. I try with 16. I think 16 will double it. So you can try. You can try 15 on 60. You will see you'll be getting this number, almost equivalent this number. So which means n equal to 16. So it will take 16 years for this guy to invest his money to get 5,000. To take 16 years for Anil to get 5,000, which is a waste of investment for me. The way I see it. Now let's go to the next question. Question number 3. Question number 3, we're given this is a right angle triangle. You can see angle 90 here. This is a right angle triangle. You have here, and you have the hypotenuse. Okay? He said the diagram shows a right angle triangle ABC. Now the area of the triangle is 60 centimeters square. So we have to know the formula for area. Half base times height, right? Half base times height. Now the area of triangle is 60. Show that this equal to this. So we use the area formula. Area is half base times height. Area equal to half times base, half times base, half times base times height. So the area is 60. Okay, we write the half. Half times base. The base is what? What's the base? 2. The base is what? 2x plus 5. So we say 2x plus 5. So we can simply be using bracket, okay, instead of the multiplication sign. Okay, then times the height. What's the height? X plus 3. So to multiply by the height, we write x plus 3. The height is x plus 3. Then everything equal to 60, which is the area of the triangle, 60. Now you see these two at the bottom here can cross multiply to multiply this. So I will just expand this bracket. The 2 goes to the right. So you'll be wondering why here is 120. Because this one, the denominator cross multiply to multiply 60. So we get 120. So we just expand this one. 2x times x, we get 2x squared. So we expand this one, we get 2x squared. Okay. 2x times 3, we get 6x. We get 6x. Okay, we are done with using 2x. Then we take 5 times x, we get 5x. Just normal expansion. We get 5x here. Then 5 times 3, we get 15. We get 15. Then equal to what? Equal to 120. Why 120? Because these 2 here cross multiply this one. So we get equal to 120. Okay? So now we collect like terms. 2x squared. Is there any other one with power of x squared? No. So we write the 2x squared. We write the 2x squared. Then the ones with x. 6x plus 5x, we get 11x. So I write plus 11x. 6x plus 5x equal to 11x. Right? Then plus 15. We say plus 15. Plus 15. Then you bring this 120 to the left. You say minus 120, everything equal to 0. Minus 120, everything equal to 0. Remember when we're looking for quadratic, this is what we do, a quadratic equation. So you say the last stage will be, it says show that this is equal to this, right? So you say 2x squared plus 11x plus 11x plus 11x plus 15. No, you say plus 15 minus 120. You get my negative plus 15 minus 120. We'll get negative. Sorry, I'll say negative. I'll write positive. We get negative 105. We get negative 105. Then we say equal to 0. That's what they say we should show. For doing that, for being able to see, it says show that this is this. We've showed what we've proven what they say we should prove. We've shown it. So we get 3 marks for being able to do that. We get 3 marks. Now the next step is a solve by factorization. You're going to solve this one, not by formula. When they say solve by factorization, you must follow factorization method. You must follow factorization method. To solve with factorization, since there is 2 as a coefficient of power of x, you take these 2 to multiply 105, you get 210. You get 210, negative 210. Now we're going to find 2 factors of 210, such that if you multiply, you get 210. If you add, you get 11. To do that, you have to break this 210. So which number can go into 2 can go into 210? We get 100. Sorry, I said 210, right? Okay, so you get 105. 2 goes here, you get 105. Now 3 can go. If 3 go here, if 3 go into 10, you get 9, right? You get 3. Then remember 1. 3 go into 15, you get 5. Right? Then we see this one. 3 cannot go, but 5 can go. 5 go here, we get 7. Okay, what we are looking for is how to get 11, the difference to be 11. Okay, so if you multiply this and this, if you multiply 5 times 5, if you multiply, let's select them, and then 7 go into 7, you get 1. 7 go into 7, you get 1. Now we can group them and see if we can get, if you say 2 times 7, you get 21, right? If you say this times this, you get 15. So you not get a difference of 11, right? So what if we pair them like this? 3 times 7, we get 21. 3 times 7, we get 21 as a factor. And 2 times 5, we get 10. That will give us 11, right? So what did I do? 3 times 7, I multiply, and 2 times 5. 2 times 5, I multiply. So it gives us these 2 factors, which if you multiply these 2 factors, you get 220, 210. If you multiply these 2 numbers, you put negative in 1. You put, now, since this one is positive, we put negative in the smaller one. So minus 10 times 21, you get negative 220. You get negative 220. Okay? But if you add them, you get 11. So these are the factors we're going to use. Negative 10 and 21. We're going to use them to replace this middle term. So we come in here, we write it 2s squared. We write 2s squared. So we write the factor to replace this one. We can choose anyone to come with it first. We can choose anyone. We can choose minus 10. We say minus 10x. Minus 10x. You know, we've gotten minus 10 as one of our factors. The next one is plus 21. Plus 21x. Plus 21x. Minus 105. Minus 105. Don't forget to put x here. 21x. Minus 105. Don't say minus 210. The minus 210 was just to get the factor. When you solve it, you will now use this one. Minus 105 equal to 0. So the next thing, why we do this is to enable us to group. We group this, and we group this, and this. So once we do that, we factorize each of the group. What's common between this and this? 2x. So I bring it out. I bring what is common out, 2x. We bring it out. Now what remains here? If you bring out 2x, remain x. Remaining only x. And what remains here? If you take out 2x, it's remaining 5. Only 5. Okay? Meaning divide here by 2x. That's the meaning. Remaining only 5. Now we find what's common between 21 and 105. Of course, 21 is common. 21 is common. So we write plus 21. If you write 21, what remains here? Only x. What remains here? If you take out 21, it will be minus 10, right? Is it minus 10? If you take 21 out of this one, minus 5, not minus 10. Because you divide this number by 21, you get negative 5. These two must be the same. Once the two brackets are same, you write it as one bracket. They must be always same. Once they are same, you write it once. So which means you have what? In one bracket, x minus 5. In one bracket, write it only once. The one that are outside that don't have a bracket, you put them together in the second bracket. The one that are outside that don't have a bracket, 2x plus 21. 2x plus 21, you put them together in another bracket. 2x plus 21. You put them together in the other bracket, and then you equate to 0. You say equal to 0. You say equal to 0. Now you go to equate each one. You go to equate each one of them to 0. You go to equate each one to 0. So if you equate this one to 0, x, if you say x minus 5 equal to 0, x will now go to the right side. If you say x minus 5 equal to 0, x, this 5 will go to the right, becomes x equal to 6, x equal to 5. So this one comes here as 5. Then if you equate this one to 0, you have 2x, this 21 will go to this side. Okay, this 21 will go to this side as negative 21. As negative 21. As negative 21. So divide both sides by 2, you get 10.5. X equals to negative 10.5. X equals to negative 10.5. Okay, if you divide both sides by 2, x equals to negative 10.5. Okay, so I think that's for that questions. Can we move on as fast as we can? Negative 10.5 and 5. That's what you get. You get another 3 marks. Now let's go to, it says calculate angle ACB. Angle ACB. Let's see. ACB. This angle. Okay. Say we should calculate angle ACB. Remember here is angle 90. And the sum of angle is 180. So we have to find this angle. We have to find this angle ACB. So we're going to say, yes, how are we going to figure this angle out? We have this one to be 90. We have the 3 angles to be 180. We are not sure here is 45 and here is 45. No information was said to us. Now we know the value of x, right? We know the value of x. Now that we know the value of x, we take the positive number. The positive number is that x is 5. So you come here, you say 5. We're going to use SOHCAHTOA. You know SOHCAHTOA? To find angle ACB. We're going to use the SOHCAHTOA to find angle ACB. To do that, we have to find the sides of this triangle and we can redraw it. Okay? We have to find every side and then we can redraw it. Now let's take a look at this quickly. Here is 5 plus 3. So we have 8. 5 plus 3, we have this side to be 8. And we have this side to be 2 times 5, 10. 10 plus 5, 15. We have here to be 15. So we can redraw this ACB. Let's redraw the small angle. We have what we have. This is what we have. Okay, here is angle 90. Here is 8 centimeter. Here is 15. Okay, and they are asking us to find this angle. So if you look at this, uses socket TOA. Opposite over adjacent. Here become opposite because it's the side, it's facing the side we are looking for. So opposite over adjacent is tan. So you say tan. Remember, they asked us to find this angle. If they've asked this, the opposite would have been here. Since they asked us to find, you know, here is A, here is C, and here is B. Okay? So you say opposite over adjacent. You know, I wrote socket TOA just now, somewhere here. I don't want to rewrite it. So we are going to use TOA because TOA, tan, is opposite over adjacent. Tan is opposite over adjacent. So we are using the TOA. We are using the TOA. Now let's go back to what we have. We are using TOA. So you say tan is our opposite. What's our opposite? 15. So we say 15. 15 over, what's our adjacent? 8. 50 over 8. Right? 50 over 8. Tan theta, we can call it tan theta. We can call the angle theta. You can call it anything you like. Angle X, angle Y, angle whatever you like. Okay? So tan theta equals, so you say 50 divided by 8, you get 1 point something. 50 divided by 8, we get tan theta to be what? 1 point. Tan theta to be equal to 1.875. 1.875. 1.875. Now the next thing to do is to find the tan inverse. To find theta, you have to find the tan inverse. Okay, so theta is the tan inverse of this value. The tan inverse of this value. The tan inverse of the value that we've just talked about, which is 1.875. So what's the tan inverse of 1.875? We'll just write the answer here straight away. What's the tan inverse? We get 61.992. 61.92. So we get 61.92 degree. Okay, that's the angle ACB. This angle 61.92. Okay, now let's quickly finish this and then we end this section. We stop at question 3. Okay, quickly, and we end this section. Now the triangle ABC is similar. Triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF, and triangle DEF has an area of 93. The area is what? 93.75. 93.75. This is DEF. Okay. Remember the area of the first one. They gave us the area. Did they give us the area of the first one? If they didn't give us, we can calculate the area, right? 60. Okay, 60. So you can see we can make comparison of these two. The first one is 60, ABC is 60, and DEF is 93.75. Now find the size of the smallest angle of triangle DEF. The size of the smallest angle. It will be the same as the size of the smallest angle. If a similar triangle, the angles they are equiangular. So what you just need to do, just come here, find this angle. Here is 61.92. Add it to 90, take it away from 180. The size, the smallest one is this angle B. So find it by adding it. 90 plus 61.92. Whatever you get, take it away from 180. Okay? You just say 61.92 plus 90. Plus 90, you get 151.92, right? There, take it away from 180. Take that value away from 180. Take it away from 180. 151.92. So if you take it away from 180, what do we get? We say 180 minus, if they are because they are similar triangles, so they are equiangular. So just find for ABC to be same as DAC. So you say minus 151.92. 151.92. And then you will get what? You get 28.0.08. You get 28.08 or 28.1, whatever is same. So we just get 28.08. That's it. Okay? You get your 1 mark for this one. Now let's go to this so that we can quickly finish this question. So it's a find the length of the shortest side of triangle DEF. The length of the shortest side. You know, we already have, first of all, you have to find the area factor and the K. Area factor, area factor is to find the ratio of the areas. The ratio of the area. The area of the large one is 93.75. 93.75 divided by the area of the small one, which is 60. Okay, divided by the area of the small one, which is 60. We get area factor. 93.75 divided by 60. What do you get? The area of the large one divided by area of small one. What do we get? What do we get? We get 15. We get 1.5625. 1.5625. Okay, this is area factor. Remember, area factor is not K yet. This one is equal to K square. Area factor is K square. Okay, what you found, if you use this one as your factor, you will fail. Okay, now we find K by finding the square root of this value. Find the square root of this value. You find K by finding the square root of our area factor. Find the square root of our area factor. Okay. Find the square root of our area factor. And then we get our K. K is 1.25. So our K is 1.25. 1.25. This is the K. Now you come, if you want to find the shortest side for DEF, because it's a larger triangle, you come to the smaller triangle. Okay, you multiply by the shorter side. You know, this is the small triangle, and the shorter side is 8, and here is 15. Obviously, if you use Pythagoras, you get this longest. This is the longest side. For the bigger triangle, to find the shorter side of the bigger DEF, DEF. For example, if what it is, then you have to multiply this 8 by 1.25. 1.25 multiplied by 8. You get the value here. This 8, whatever is here, multiplied by this K factor K. So we get what here is. You get 10. So the shortest side for this one will be 10. Here will be 10. If you want the value of here, you multiply this 15 by 1.25, you get the value here. But they only ask us for the value here. So our answer is 10. Our answer is 10 centimeter. We get 3 marks for doing that. So with this, we've come to the part 1 of this section, and thank you for joining us.